Chase has so many different credit cards, from hotel and airline credit cards to personal and business credit cards. With that being said, do you have a favorite Chase credit card? I certainly do. Let's go and find out what my favorite Chase credit card is. Welcome back to Tito's Financial Corner, where we talk about credit cards, points and miles, as well as travel. Today, we're going to be spending some time in the House of Diamond. We're going to cover my favorite Chase credit card. And with Chase offering so many different credit cards, this decision was not easy at all. Now, I definitely have to let you know that I currently only have 5 Chase credit cards and will be looking to add more here in the next year. But I do think this one card stands above all of them. Now, when I say that this is my favorite credit card, I mean to say that I could literally lose all my other Chase credit cards and I would be content to have this one Chase credit card. And that's how good this card is in my view. So it comes with no surprise that this is my most utilized Chase credit card within the Chase trifecta. And this card also sees the most mileage from my normal everyday spending. Quick disclaimer, I did not include any of the business credit cards as a potential possibility for being my favorite personal credit card. And that is because I really have to do a little bit more research on all of the business credit cards, even though I do think the Chase Inc. Cash Card has a pretty good chance at being the best Chase business credit card. But with that being said, we're not going to look at any of the business credit card offerings from Chase. I can also let you know that my favorite Chase credit card is not one of the Sapphire credit cards. While I do think these credit cards are absolutely amazing and great travel credit cards, I still don't consider them as being the best Chase credit card because I believe the multipliers are definitely not there to consider either one of these two credit cards to be the best card. Being honest with you guys, my favorite card is a bit of a snoozer. It's almost a forgotten card just because it doesn't have the flashiest multipliers. I think I've drawn this long enough. My favorite Chase credit card would definitely be the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. That's right, not the Flex card, but the good old regular Unlimited card. Yeah, that's right. This card, in my view, has some amazing multipliers. You would get 5x back on all travel purchase directly through the Chase Travel Portal. You would also get 3x back on all dining transactions, as well as getting 3x back on all pharmacy transactions. And that is a real sleeper multiplier in my view that hasn't really been talked about enough. Just because you don't tend to spend the most at pharmacies doesn't mean you can't exploit that 3x multiplier on this card. And then the biggest highlight of this card is the catch-all multiplier of getting 1.5x back for all other transactions. So that's right, it is higher than the regular 1x back that you would get with almost any other card. Now, being completely honest with you guys, this card doesn't have the highest catch-all multiplier. There are quite a few different other credit cards that have a 2x multiplier, so that is definitely higher than the 1.5x that's available on this card. But this one does offer the best overall package. And here's what I mean. While other cards do have a 2x multiplier, that tends to be their only multiplier and the only thing that's really talked about with that card. With the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, you do get the 1.5x multiplier, but you still have some good multipliers for dining, pharmacies, as well as travel transactions. So again, this credit card does not have the highest catch-all multiplier, but it does offer the best overall multiplier package, in my humble opinion. And you get all of that with a no annual fee credit card. That is absolutely amazing. And I would be completely remiss if I didn't mention the current welcome bonus available on this credit card as of this recording. You would be able to get $200 as a sign-up bonus after spending $500 in the first 3 months that you have this credit card. And you would also get an additional 5x back on all gas stations as well as grocery transactions. You would be able to get that 5x back on up to a combined spending amount of $12,000 or for the first 12 months, whichever one comes first. And you would also receive a 0% intro APR for the first 15 months that you have this credit card. This is also a great time to remind you to hit that subscribe button as well as the like button to help out this channel. So I know you must be asking yourself, Tito, that's a great card, but why didn't you select the Chase Freedom Flex card? That is a great question. While the Freedom Flex shares a lot of the same multipliers as the Freedom Unlimited credit card, the main highlight on the Freedom Flex card is that you would get rotating quarterly categories where you can get 5x back on combined purchases on up to $1,500 every single quarter. And while that is amazing, and one of the reasons why that credit card is a great credit card, the reason that I would still pick the Chase Freedom Unlimited card over the Chase Freedom Flex card is because those rotating quarterly categories can sometimes be a hit or a miss. Sometimes those merchants or those categories can be easily used, but sometimes it is very difficult to utilize those rotating quarterly categories. Whether that's because you have to use your credit card at a merchant that you don't usually use, or because you have to utilize a different payment method that you're not used to utilizing. Those could be good enough reasons to not want to take advantage of those 5% rotating quarterly categories to some people. And those are the kind of people that love simplicity. And being honest with you guys, that is where I'm currently at. I would rather have a simplistic credit card that I can utilize, but at the same time, I would still be able to get a higher multiplier than a 1x back. And a 1.5x back, while it doesn't seem like a lot, it does add up over time. So again, for somebody that doesn't really want to think too much on their credit card game, I would venture to say that the Freedom Unlimited card would be a better fit compared to the Freedom Flex card. This card almost has a no-brainer effect, in my humble opinion. This credit card also has some great warranties and protections. However, they're really nothing to write home about, since a lot of other credit cards offer the same kind of protections and warranties that are available on this card. Is this credit card perfect? No, absolutely not. This credit card could definitely use a revamp, but I would still say that it is still a good overall credit card. If Chase were to increase the current 1.5x multiplier to being a 2x multiplier and allow us to transfer our ultimate reward points out to Chase's transfer partners on this credit card, that would automatically make this the best credit card, bar none. But that might be a tall order to ask for a no annual fee credit card. But one can dream, right? You also may be asking, Tito, did you actually mean that you would be happy with just one credit card? Did you mean that you could actually be happy with just the Chase Freedom Unlimited card and no other cards overall? And my answer to that would probably be that I wouldn't use the word happy. Much more, I would use the word content, just because I do believe that this credit card offers some good competitive multipliers on specific spending categories, and it also does offer a great catch-all multiplier of a 1.5x. And again, for a no annual fee credit card, to me, makes it a no-brainer, and this definitely does earn a spot in my mind as the best overall Chase credit card. Now, you might agree or disagree with me, so I definitely want to hear from you guys. Do you think that the Chase Freedom Unlimited card is the best overall Chase credit card, or would you say that there's a better Chase credit card overall? Let me know down in the comments below. With that being said, if you found any information useful during this video, please hit that subscribe button as well as the like button. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Adios.